Today we are looking at some valuable 1969 Jefferson nickels. What can give these coins value? Different types of mint errors and different conditions, different coin prices. So let's just hop right into it and check out these rare nickels that are worth money. And don't forget to go check out couchcollectibles.com where we have released the coin book. So if you guys want to go through a list of dates to look for, different types of errors, I have all that listed in my coin book. It is an ebook that you can instantly download to your phone or your computer, take it wherever you want, and you can always get on it, scroll right through and check for different coins when you're getting coins from the bank and searching for different types of errors and different key dates. Now here's a 1969 D mint mark. This Jefferson nickel is solely valuable because it has the high grade of a mint state 66. So the coin grading scale goes up to 70, this is at a 66, and that's why the nickel sold for over $370. Now if you have these nickels, they're all beat up and scratched up, they're not going to be worth $370. Now here's a 1969 S mint mark that is the proof nickel. Now this is really cool, it has an obverse die break. So we see that cut there at the top of the coin of Jefferson's head, which is really cool. You can look for cuds on all kinds of different coins, so always be on the lookout for those. This coin here sold for over $1,700, and it does have that extremely high grade of a proof 67. Wow, $1,700. Now same thing with this coin, however this is the business strike. It is the S mint mark, but it's not the proof coin. It's graded at a mint state 65. We have that die break above Jefferson's head, which results in that cud there. And then here on the reverse, you'll see where it's all faded out as a result of that cud. Now this coin here sold for around $90. Here is a very interesting coin. It looks like damage from first glance, but this coin has actually been struck through tape. That is amazing. This is the obverse and reverse struck through tape 1969 S mint mark. Absolutely amazing, man. That is very, very cool. This coin here sold for over $320. Now strike throughs, there could be all kinds of different strike throughs. I talk about those on even paper money or things that get in the way when the coin is being produced. Cloths, wires, all kinds of different crazy stuff we've covered. In this case, it's tape. Now here is a 1969 D mint mark. Now this coin is graded at a mint state 60. You see around the rim of the coin how the whole design is being cut off, and that's because the coin was actually struck on a 10-cent planchet. It was struck essentially on what was supposed to be a Roosevelt dime, and because of that, this nickel sold for over $285. Now same thing here, except for this coin was actually struck on a 1-cent planchet. So instead of being struck on a dime planchet, it's struck on a penny planchet, and because of that, this coin sold for over $460. Now here's a 1969 S. It is the regular business strike, not the proof coin, and it's valuable because of its high grade of a mint state 66. This Jefferson nickel here sold for over $240. Now back to the proof coin. Here is the proof coin, 1969 S, almost a perfect grade. It's graded at a proof 69 with that deep cameo, and because of that, this nickel sold for over $1,100, a $1,000 nickel. Now this next coin, maybe besides the one with tape, this is probably one of my favorites of the video. We see here on the reverse of the coin, looks like a perfect, awesome condition proof coin, which it is the proof coin. However, it was struck through a sanding disc, and we see that here on the obverse of the coin. So look at that. Huge difference there between the reverse and the obverse of the coin there. That is amazing. Now this coin here sold for over $400, and it is graded at a proof 65. Now let's check out some other Jefferson nickels that are worth money. Okay, so this first nickel here is a 1970 D mint mark. Now the coin has been double struck, and the second strike being 45% off center. Now this coin actually does look, similar to a damaged coin. However, it's not. It's actually a mint error. We can see here on the reverse. It really shows it. You see the design there twice from the bottom of the coin as a result of the error. And this nickel here sold for over $350. Moving on to a 1971. Now this coin here has also been double struck, and you can see that here on the obverse of the coin. Very, very awesome type of error. I love unique errors like this that look really like, this one looks really cool. So I would love to have something like this in my collection. Now this coin here sold for over $400. Moving on, now this one is very confusing to some people. This is a 1971. Now it is supposed to have an S mint mark. So here's an example of a no S on the right and an S mint mark on the left. Now this is only for the proof nickel. This is not for the regular 1971 business strike nickel that you would typically find in your pocket change or in coin rolls from the bank. So if you're not familiar with proof coins versus business strike coins, I have a whole video on that. Be sure to go check it out. Just search proof coins, Couch Collectibles here on YouTube. Now, this coin is very, very valuable. It's supposed to have the S mint mark. It does not have the S mint mark, and it's also in, you know, very, very good condition, almost a perfect grade. Now, if you're not familiar with coin grading, I have a whole video on that as well. This is graded at a proof 69 deep cameo, and you can see it says no S there on the coin slab. Now, this coin here sold for over $7,000. 7,000 US dollars. So the proof coin is typically going to have that mirror-like finish and be very shiny and detailed in comparison to the regular 1971 nickel. Now if we look at this 1973 nickel, this is super cool. This is a 1973 D Jefferson nickel that was struck on a Philippine 5 centimos blank planchet. So it was actually struck on what was supposed to be a Philippine coin, and that's why it's got that goldish like color to it. But this error coin here did sell for over $450. Moving on, now this quarter here sold for a little over $30. So not an expensive coin, but you can see that it's definitely, you know, misaligned. So we can see how we got that thick edge there on the coin, around the rim of the coin. So that is pretty awesome. Definitely always be on the lookout for these in your pocket change. Next up is a 1974 Denver minted nickel. Now this was struck on a split planchet. So we see the result of that here in the images displayed. Looks like it's really worn down or filed down or something, but it is actually a mint error. Now this nickel here sold for over $200. Now this next one is really cool. This is something that you can always look out for, and it is a 1975 Jefferson nickel that has a misplaced mint mark. So we see the mint mark over here on the left side, and then we go to this right side, and you can see the mint mark is almost touching the 5. So it is a misplaced mint mark, the D mint mark there. Now here is an example of that D mint mark being really, really close to the 5. It is not supposed to be that close, so always be on the lookout for that. I have USB coin microscopes available on couchcollectibles.com. Link is always in the description of every video. Now let's move on to a 1975 Jefferson nickel that has that misplaced mint mark, and it's got a cud taking place on the coin. Now you see the misplaced mint mark here, bam. You see the cud here on the left, the die break. So that is pretty awesome as well. I've actually found the cud nickel before. That was really exciting, but I've not found the 1975 misplaced mint mark. Now this coin here sold for over $1,000, as is on eBay. So not even a graded coin and still $1,000. Now if we move on, here is a similar coin that we looked at before. It's just a 1976 Jefferson nickel that was struck on a Philippine coin planchet, and because of that error, this coin sold for over $800. 800 bucks. Moving on to a 1977 Jefferson nickel. Now I love these types of errors. So this coin was actually struck on a 1-cent coin, a Lincoln penny. Now you can actually see the design of the Lincoln Memorial there going through Jefferson's face. And then here on the reverse, we see that error taking place as well. Now this coin here sold for over $300. Next up is a very unique coin. Now this is, well, I don't know if you want to call it a coin. It's more like a washer. So it's a, wait, am I saying it right? Washer or washer? Let me know how you pronounce it. Washer or washer? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna say washer. Now, this coin is the 1979 Jefferson nickel. Well, it was supposed to be, but it was actually struck on a steel washer. And this coin sold for over $4,000. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.